Alright, I'm going to do a video of a stove I found at Salvation Army this morning. This is the stove I found. It has on-off for vents, which does seem to affect it. It's very heavy. It's 5.76 ounces. So this would not necessarily be a trail stove, but it cost me $1. And this thing would hold a lot of fuel, so I think this is more of a chafing dish type thing. So you could fill that sucker up and let it run on a chafing dish for, I would imagine, an hour. I don't know. So burns just like any other alcohol stove. Nice, decent flame out of that. It's on the open setting. And then you can see the closed setting. Actually, when I have it warmed up completely, the closed setting gives you a flame about right there. It's not warmed up completely yet. And then as you open it back up, it will jump a little bit on you when you open it up if you open it too fast. If you get too much air too fast, it just flames up. So that's my open setting. And I'm going to cook 2 cups of water in my Heine pot. Now, I can't set it right on top there. I tried that and put it out. So I made a little, used an old Heine pot that I actually used for a wood stove as a chimney that broke off, and I wedged out a little spot where I can open and close it here. Seems to still let the flame go. I'm going to go ahead and pour my 2 cups of water in my Heine pot. Cold water. Let me see, 2 cups. That may have been more than 2 cups. Yep, that was a little more than 2 cups. There's 2 cups of water. What I don't have handy right now is my lid. I'm going to go get my lid. See what this does. It may or may not work. We're cutting off too much air, maybe. We'll see. It may just be sinking down in there too much to use that with that pot. Of course, I don't think you'd take this pot camping with you. It's rather heavy. Or the stove, I mean. Yeah, it's almost smothered it. Closing it keeps the flame pretty centered on the pot, kind of like a choke had it, but I may have cut it too far down on this particular. I know you can't see what's going on there when I do that in the camera, but I'm trying to figure out which is a better setting. I don't know that it makes much of a difference. The flame hasn't really changed much. The Heine pot drops all the way down to about here, which only gives you a 1/4 inch above the flame. It kind of kills the heat. So, let's look at another pot. Let's try setting a good old grease pot on there with 2 cups of water in it and see if it sits on there any better. Because that's just not going to work with that. It's taking too much of that flame away from it. So, let's pour the 2 cups of water out of that one and into the grease pot. See how that sets on there and see what it does to the flame. May do the same thing. It may just be cutting off too much air. Let's see here. Open. Close. Close. We're getting a little bit of a flame touching it, but not a lot. Yeah, you know what? This is going to need some kind of stand that gets it up off that a good 4 or 5 inches. I don't think it's going to work in this manner. See what's happening, and I can't really show it to you, it's kind of hard to see, is that flame, it's going to start growing again here any second now. Because this is killing it. See the beautiful flame? You put this on there, and it just knocks it all the way down. It lets no air get in those air vents that are built to make this thing work. Air vents off? And of course there's no way to... Well, let's see what happens when we put this on there. Well, that's not good at all. It causes the bottom to bleed out here, down here. Really odd how that's doing that. I don't like that one bit. Yeah, we're down to just a little bitty flame now. It's just too much. So, interesting little find. But we're going to have to find a better type of stand for us to use it. Low flame, which is what we were getting when the other was on there. And that's great for a simmer. But if you want to use that part of it, you can't use this stand. I don't know if I have a stand that'll go around that. I'm going to look. Perfect. Interesting little setup. Nice for a car camping or something. I actually want to try it with the door open and a big pot on there to see if the flames still get enough air. So you can see it changes when you open it up. It gets more air. And the little handle obviously sticks out. It doesn't fit inside this, and there's no slot on the side of this. And potentially, I guess you could cut a slot on the side of it if that was the only pot you were going to use it for. But it's a good burn on the honey pot like that. So, just demonstrating. Nothing I'd ever take hiking with me. Just a little too heavy. It's a nice $1 fine. This right here was free. I got that from a buddy. He had it in his basement. I was cleaning out the basement and found it. Oops, sorry. Took that out of the basement. So that's nice. So let's that is hot. That is really hot. Let's see what happens. I haven't tried it yet. That is actually got a little bit of a almost boiled there. That was pretty quick. Yeah, that's steaming already. So let's see what happens when we put a full. Now I open this up so you can kind of see inside maybe and see if it just kills it. So there you go. It kind of completely seals the top. And if I close the door, does it have enough air? It does have enough air. And man, the flame is still hitting it. I wonder if it'll actually... It's definitely transferring heat to it. Yeah, it's definitely transferring heat to it. It might actually work on this one too. I don't have my lid on there. I imagine the metal here gets really hot, and that would take forever to cool off. Yeah, there's plenty of airflow in there. It's not killing it or anything. Oh, yeah, the metal actually. I'm going to bring the camera over and show you this. The metal inside there is glowing orange. So, man, that would not be something you'd want to take camping. No way. I can't believe how hot that is. I would think you might get too hot for even the pot. Anyways, interesting find for $1. I love stopping in at the Salvation Army and Goodwill and other such things just to see what kind of finds I can pick up. I wonder how much of that heat is actually transferring to the pot and how much of it is just like being absorbed by the actual pot stand. Awesome looking. Okay, well, just wanted to show you what I found. Have a good day.